Hello everyone, we are now in our final week. All of your assignments looked good for last week. For those of you who did the personality extra credit, which was down here, I want to apologize that some of the sites wouldn't give you a full report for free. I'll have to update them for next time, but thanks for letting me know. In terms of the nature versus nurture discussion forum, this is based on a true case. And in most states, 6-year-olds are not considered able to have the cognitive capacity to be liable for the crimes they commit. And federal law prevents children under 7 from being guilty of a felony. So the child was not charged, but it was removed from the home. The owner of the gun, who was the mother's boyfriend, did serve 2 years for involuntary manslaughter and has been released since, because this happened in 2000, I believe. And so this case is a nice demonstration of the courts kind of clearly identifying the adults rather than the child as the problem. But this isn't always the case for extreme incidents of child aggression. So that's it for last week. For this week, the schedule is a little bit different because classes end on Friday, which means that all of your regular coursework has to be turned in on Friday by 5 p.m. So please make sure to make note and do your assignments by then. We're covering 2 chapters this week. The first is social psychology. I have a lot of video examples of classic social psychology experiments and new replications of concepts. I also have this kind of fun little test that you can take that measures implicit biases, and it does a nice job kind of helping you understand what these implicit biases might be. Your assignment for this chapter is a forum post designed to help you think about attributions. Basically, you'll need to think about explanations for a given scenario right here that you would make if you were in it or if you watched others do it. Then you'll need to come up with your own scenario that you make different attributions for yourself versus other people. And then I want you to write some concluding statements about whether or not you made the fundamental attribution error and why, and then respond to 2 other people's posts. For chapter 14, we'll cover psychological disorders. I've got a few video examples here. And your assignment is based on a short TED Talk that you'll watch, which is posted here. And then you'll need to post your reactions on the discussion forum. And basically what you're going to post on the forum is the first 3 to 4 sentences should be a summary of the TED Talk, so that not a ton of detail, but enough so I know you watched it. And then 4 to 6 sentences summarizing your reaction. So what signs did you see of schizophrenia? Why do you think she's been so successful while many people with schizophrenia are not? And then for extra credit, if you choose to do this, you can find a movie depicting one of the psychological disorders discussed in the text and write a 2-page paper relating the movie to our discussion of the disorder. I also want to note that that's all due on Friday by 5 p.m. Next week, you'll have just a few optional assignments during our exam period, which is really just Monday. All of these assignments, these 2 assignments in the course wrap-up, are due on Monday at 11:55 p.m. So first, for extra credit, there's an anonymous class effectiveness survey. Since we don't do course evaluations over the summer, I'd just like to learn a little bit about what was helpful for you in an online course. And the next is the final exam, which is optional. So this test includes 100 multiple choice questions, and you have 1 hour and 5 minutes to complete it. If you take the exam and do better than your test average, your final exam score will count as 50% of your test average. If you take it and do poorly, it'll not hurt your grade. I'll post your grade on Moodle as of this week so you can kind of get a sense of where you stand when the extra credit is counted in. Note that the exam opens on Sunday, August 9th at 12:01. and closes on Monday, August 10th at 11:55 p.m. So you have to do it Sunday or Monday. Also, I'd encourage you to use your old tests to study from, but your old tests will disappear at 11:55 p.m. on Saturday. So basically, when the final opens, your old test disappears. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great week.